This is not an audiobook. It is a mirror, and the person looking back at you is tired of your excuses. They are tired of watching you start something and never finish it. They are sick of seeing how fear, distraction, and doubt control your every move. The life you have right now is the direct result of your dominant thoughts. If your life is chaotic, it's because your mind is chaotic. If you feel weak, it's because you have nurtured weakness. If you feel stuck, it's because your mind lives in the past and fears the future. But that ends today. This is not a positive thinking manual. I am not going to tell you to wish for a better life. Wishing is for children. Here we are going to build. We are going to forge. We are going to take that scattered, weak, and reactive mind you have, and we are going to demolish it to build a fortress in its place. A titanium mind. Most people live like a leaf in the wind. They react to the news, to messages, to the emotions of others, to their own impulses. They have no control. Their mind is a battlefield where they always lose. Not you. You are here because you know there is something more. You feel that dormant power inside you, that voice telling you that you were made for more, but you don't know how to access it. The answer is not outside. It's not in a new job, not in another person, not in luck. The answer is in the code. A code for mental mastery exists. A set of rules, principles, and unbreakable actions that, when applied with consistency, transform the coward into the brave, the distracted into the focused, and the weak into the unstoppable. This audiobook is the definitive code for an unbreakable will. But I warn you, this will not be easy. I am going to ask you to do things that make you uncomfortable. I am going to ask you to face the parts of yourself you have been avoiding. I am going to ask you to stop lying to yourself. If you are not ready for that, turn this off now. Continue with your average life. Keep reacting. Keep being a result of your circumstances. But if you are ready, if you are sick of your own weakness, and ready to take absolute control of your internal reality, then prepare yourself. This is the training of your life. Before we start, we are going to do 3 things. This is not a suggestion. It is your first act of discipline. 1. Likes this video. Not for me, but for you. It is a physical sign that you are committed to this change. 2. Subscribe to this channel. Because this is not a one-day event. It is daily training. You need to be surrounded by this message. 3. Comment right now with the phrase, I am unbreakable. Write it. Feel the power in those words. It is your contract with yourself. From this day forward, your will is made of titanium. You are unbreakable. And if you are truly serious, if you want to take this to the next level, consider 2 more things. Become a member of this channel. Channel members will get access to exclusive content and see our videos before anyone else. Send a super thanks. Why? Because gratitude is power. But this is more than gratitude. It is a declaration of value. By sending a super thanks, you are declaring that this information is worthwhile and that you are investing energy in your own transformation. It is a psychological anchor that will remind you of the value of this moment. Do it now, and let's begin. Welcome to the first day of your new life. Welcome to the forge of your titanium mind. Chapter 1. The Code of Dawn, Master the First Hour. The first code, and the most important, is this: win the first hour of the day, and you will win the entire day. The way you wake up decides the way you live. Most people start their day in a deficit. The alarm rings, and the first thing they feel is resentment. The first thing they do is hit snooze, seeking 5 more minutes of escape. With that first action, they have already told their brain, I am not in control, tiredness dominates me. Then, they grab their phone. And in that instant, they lose the battle before the first fight even begins. The moment you look at that screen, you surrender control of your mind. You let the outside world, emails, news, social media, other people's problems, dictate your state of mind. Your mind fills with noise, anxiety, reaction. You start the day on defense, instead of on the advance. A titanium mind does not react. A titanium mind decides, The code of dawn is simple, but it is not easy. It requires you to break your most powerful addiction, the addiction to comfort and distraction. Starting tomorrow, your first hour belongs to you. It is non-negotiable. It does not belong to your phone. It does not belong to your job. It does not belong to the world. It belongs to you. This is what you are going to do. The first hour ritual. 1. Rise on the first sound. Your alarm is not a suggestion. It is an order. When it rings, you get up. No negotiating. No 5 more minutes. You stand up. This first act of pure discipline sends a message to your subconscious. I am in command. When I say now, it's now. This small victory is the foundation of your day. If you cannot defeat your own bed, do not expect to defeat the challenges of life. 2. Immediate hydration. Not caffeine. Before anything else, drink a glass of water. Your body has been dehydrated for hours. Your brain needs water to function. The caffeine can wait. Clarity cannot. You are cleansing the system, waking up your organs. It is an act of respect for the machine you are going to use all day. 3. Silence and movement. Not screens. Your phone stays where it is. On airplane mode. In another room, if necessary. The first 20 minutes of the day are for silence and movement. You don't need to run a marathon. Go for a walk. Do squats. Do push-ups. Stretch. Move your body. Inaction feeds despondency and laziness. Movement generates energy. As you move, breathe deeply. Feel the air entering your lungs. Connect with your body. You are awakening your fortress. Movement breaks the mental fog. It reminds you that you are a physical being, capable of action. 4. Define your mission, deliberate intention. After moving, sit in silence for 10 minutes. Don't call this meditation. If the word intimidates you, call it a strategy session. In this silence, you are not going to empty your mind. You are going to direct your mind. Ask yourself, what is my primary mission today? Not your to-do list, your mission. What is the one thing that if you complete it will make this day a victory? Identify it. Visualize yourself completing it. Feel the satisfaction of doing it. Then, define who you are going to be today. Not what you are going to do, but who you are going to be. Are you going to be disciplined, focused, patient, relentless? Choose your state. Most people let the day tell them how to feel. You are going to tell the day who you are. 5. The shielding power affirmations. This is not positive thinking. This is mental programming. You are going to talk to yourself, out loud if possible. You are going to install the software for the day. Say your mantra, I am unbreakable. Say it again. I am unbreakable. Add your own commands. Today, nothing and no one will disturb my calm. Today, I will act with discipline, not emotion. Today, I reject distraction and choose focus. I am in command of my mind. I am in command of my day. Speak with authority. You are not asking. You are declaring reality. You are building your mental shielding before stepping onto the battlefield. The cost of failing this code. What happens if you don't do this? What happens if you grab the phone again? You remain weak. Every time you choose the comfort of the screen over the discipline of silence, you reinforce the habit of weakness. You train yourself to be a slave to your impulses. You tell yourself, my impulses are stronger than my will. One lost day becomes a lost week. A lost week becomes a lost month. And a lost month becomes a year of your life wasted, wondering why you are still in the same place. Start here. The first hour is the rudder of the ship. If you don't grab the rudder, you will spend the rest of the day spinning in circles, buffeted by the waves of others' demands. Master the first hour, and the rest of the day will kneel before you. The chaos of the world cannot touch a mind that has started the day with order, discipline, and power. This is the first code. Do not take it lightly. It is the foundation for everything else. Chapter 2. The Code of Focus, the Fortress Against Distraction. You have won the morning. You feel strong. You go out into the world, and the battle begins. Notifications, emails, messages, calls, people who want your attention. The constant noise of a world designed to break your concentration. Welcome to the second battlefield, the fight for your focus. The second code is this. Your focus is your most valuable resource. Protect it as if it were your life, because it is. Success, wealth, relationships, growth, everything you want in life is a direct result of your ability to hold focus on one thing long enough for it to bear fruit. The average person can no longer do this. Their attention span is fragmented. They live in a state of continuous partial attention. They are at work, but thinking about home. They are at home, but looking at their phone. They talk to someone, but their mind is elsewhere. They live distracted. And that is why their lives are fragmented. They produce nothing of value. They build nothing solid. They are consumers of noise, not creators of value. A titanium mind is a focused mind. It is a laser. The weak mind is an undirected light bulb. It radiates a little light everywhere, but has no power to burn, to create, to change anything. Distraction is the number one enemy of your potential. It is more dangerous than failure. Failure at least teaches you something. Distraction simply steals your time. It steals your life. One irrelevant second at a time. Your task is not to manage distractions. Your task is to eliminate them. The fight against distraction. 1. Identify the enemy. Your addiction of choice. What is your addiction? Is it Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the news, the email you check every 5 minutes? Be honest. Don't say the phone. Be specific. Which app steals your attention? Whatever it is, recognize it as the thief it is. It is not harmless entertainment. It is a tool designed by geniuses to capture your dopamine and sell your attention to the highest bidder. You are being manipulated, and you are allowing it. 2. Create a sterile environment. The bunker. Do not fight temptation. Eliminate it. Willpower is finite. Don't waste it resisting something you can simply delete. Your phone. Disable 99% of your notifications. You do not need to know instantly that someone liked your photo. You don't. The only notification that should make a sound is a phone call from your loved ones. The rest is noise. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb or focus mode when you are working. Better yet, put it in another room. If your work does not require the phone, your phone should not be within reach. Your computer. Close all tabs that are not related to your current mission. Close your email. Close the chat. Multitasking is a lie. It is simply switching tasks very quickly and doing everything badly. Work in full screen mode. Your physical space. External clutter creates internal clutter. Clean your desk. A clean space is a focused space. A messy desk is a symptom of a messy mind. 3. The focus block technique, the siege. Deep work does not happen in 10-minute bursts. It happens in uninterrupted blocks of time. You must schedule focus blocks in your calendar, as if they were the most important meeting of your life, because they are. A focus block is 60 to 90 minutes. During this time, only one task exists. The mission you defined in the morning. For 90 minutes, you are untouchable. No phone, no email, no just 1 second. It is you and the task. Nothing else. You dive so deep into the work that the world disappears. This will be difficult at first. Your mind, addicted to distraction, will scream. It will get bored. It will tell you to check something. Ignore it. Treat it like a child throwing a tantrum. Keep working. After 90 minutes, rest for 15. Get up, walk, drink water, then return to another block. 2 of these blocks per day, just 2, will produce more results than 10 hours of distracted work. People will call you disciplined or a genius. You are not. You are simply doing what they cannot. You are concentrating. The cost of failing this code. If you fail to protect your focus, you become a servant. You become a servant to other people's agendas. You live responding to their emails, solving their problems, fulfilling their requests. You get to the end of the day exhausted. But when you look back, you have done nothing. Nothing that matters to you. Nothing that moves you closer to your mission. You have been busy, but you have not been productive. Being busy is the most common form of laziness. It is doing a lot of low-quality work to avoid the difficult, high-quality work that truly matters. Distraction is an addiction. And like all addictions, it promises satisfaction, but only gives you unease. It promises connection, but leaves you feeling empty and alone. It promises information, but leaves you ignorant of the only thing that matters, your own potential. To build a titanium mind, you must be ruthless about what you allow into it. Noise is the enemy. Clarity is your weapon. Protect your focus, or surrender your future. To those who know how to protect theirs, the choice is yours. Every second. Chapter 3. The Code of Discomfort. The Forging of Character. You have won the morning. You have protected your focus. Now, you face the real work, and the real work is hard. The third code is the foundation of true strength. Seek voluntary discomfort, or life will impose involuntary comfort. Put more simply, do hard things, on purpose. Your mind and body are adaptation machines. They are designed to become stronger under pressure. But we live in a world that sells us comfort as the ultimate goal. Air conditioning, fast food, on-demand entertainment, instant gratification. We have eliminated all friction from our lives. And in doing so, we have become soft. Your mind instinctively seeks the path of least resistance. Always, if you let it, it will choose the couch over the treadmill. It will choose silence over the difficult conversation. It will choose easy distraction over hard work. And every time you choose comfort, a small part of your will atrophies. You become a little weaker, a little slower, a little more fearful. Voluntary discomfort is the antidote. It is the act of choosing to do something difficult, not because you have to, but because you want to. Because you know that in that resistance is where the steel of your character is forged. A titanium mind is not built in comfort. It is forged in the fire of self-imposed adversity. Discomfort training. You don't need to climb Everest. The battle is won in the small daily choices. 1. Physical discomfort, the steel temple. You must put your body under physical pressure. Cold showers. This is the most powerful and accessible discipline tool that exists. Every morning, after your movement, end your shower with 2 to 3 minutes of water, as cold as you can stand. Your body will scream. Your mind will give you 1,000 reasons not to. It's self-preservation mode. Activating. And when you stand still, breathe and endure it, you are teaching your mind an invaluable lesson. Your screams of panic do not control me. I decide. You step out of that shower feeling invincible. You have done the hardest thing of the day, before 7 a.m. Intense training. Don't go to the gym to move. Go to train. Lift weight that challenges you. Run until your lungs burn. Get to the point where your mind says, that's enough. And then do one more rep, or run one more minute. In that space, in that one more is where you grow. You prove to your mind that its perceived limits are illusions. 2. Disciplined hunger, fasting. We are not talking about diets. We are talking about control. Try intermittent fasting. Simply delay your first meal of the day. You will feel hunger. Hunger is a primal impulse. Your body will tell you, eat now, it's an emergency. And you calmly will tell it, no, I will eat when I decide. Learning to function with hunger, to think clearly while your body is asking for food, is a level of self-control most people will never experience. It teaches you to differentiate between a need and a want. Most of your impulses are just wants. 3. Emotional discomfort. The truth. This is the hardest one. Have the difficult conversation. Stop avoiding confrontation. Do you need to give someone feedback? Do it. Do you need to set a boundary with a family member? Do it. Do you need to apologize? Do it. The fear of emotional discomfort makes us cowards. Every time you speak the truth that needs to be spoken, Even if your voice trembles, your will solidifies. Speak in public. Does it scare you? Do it. Join a group. Raise your hand in a meeting. Express your opinion. The fear of social judgment is one of our greatest weaknesses. Confront it. Embrace boredom. Sit for 10 minutes, doing nothing. No phone, no book, no music, just you and your thoughts. It will be incredibly uncomfortable. Your mind will desperately seek a stimulus. Don't give it one. Teach it to be calm, to be still. The ability to be alone and in silence is a superpower in a noisy world. The cost of failing this code. If you avoid voluntary discomfort, life will impose it on you. Because you avoid the discomfort of exercise, life will impose the discomfort of illness. Because you avoid the discomfort of financial discipline, life will impose the discomfort of debt and scarcity. Because you avoid the discomfort of the difficult conversation, life will impose the discomfort of broken relationships and resentment. Life is discomfort. You cannot escape it. You can only choose your flavor. You can choose the discomfort of discipline, which weighs ounces, or you can choose the discomfort of regret, which weighs tons. The titanium mind embraces the discomfort of discipline. It seeks it out. It knows that every cold shower, every extra rep, every honest conversation is a hammer blow on the anvil, forging a will that does not bend and does not break. Stop seeking the easy path. The easy path keeps you weak. Seek the challenge. That is where you meet the person you truly want to be. Chapter 4. The Code of the Word, the Contract of Integrity. You have won the morning. You protect your focus. You seek discomfort. But none of this matters if you lie to yourself. The fourth code is the pillar of your identity. Your word is your law. Say what you are going to do, and do what you said. We live in a culture of empty words. People say, "I'll call you later," and don't call. They say, "I'll start the diet on Monday," and don't start. They say, "I'm going to finish this project," and leave it half done. Their words have no weight. They are noise. And because their words have no weight for others, they eventually stop having weight for themselves. This is where self-confidence comes from. Self-confidence does not come from empty affirmations in the mirror. It comes from evidence. It comes from having a proven track record with yourself that you keep your word. Every time you tell your brain, "I'm going to do X," and then don't do it. Every time you break that small promise, you teach your brain that you cannot be trusted. And if your own brain doesn't trust you, how do you expect to have the confidence to face real challenges? When you say, "I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m., and then hit snooze, you have just called yourself a liar. When you say, "I'm going to the gym after work," and then go to the couch, you have just called yourself a liar. The result is an internal conflict. One part of you wants to grow, and the other part knows you're full of it. You live with a voice in your head that says you're not going to make it. You always quit. And that voice is right, because you have given it the evidence, time and time again. A titanium mind is built on integrity. The word integrity comes from integer, meaning whole. It means there is no division. Your thoughts, your words, and your actions are aligned in one single direction. Integrity training. 1. Talk less, act more. Stop announcing your plans. Stop telling everyone what you are going to do. The world doesn't need to know. Talking about your plans gives your brain a small hit of satisfaction, as if you've already done it. It reduces your need to actually do it. Shut your mouth. Do the work. Let your results speak for you. Be a person of action, not words. 2. Start ridiculously small. If you have a long history of failing yourself, you need to rebuild trust from scratch. Don't start by saying, "I'm going to run a marathon." Start with promises. You cannot break. "I am going to drink this glass of water now." And you do it. "I am going to read one page of this book." And you read it. "I am going to take out the trash." And you take it out. It sounds stupid, but you are rebuilding a neural pathway. You are creating a new pattern. When I say something, it happens. Build on these small victories. I am going to walk for 10 minutes, and you do it. I am going to turn off my phone at 9 p.m., and you do it. Confidence is built with bricks of fulfilled actions. 3. Be impeccable with your word, outward and inward. Outward. Don't make promises you can't keep. Learn to say, no. Learn to say, let me check, and I'll get back to you. An honest no is better than a fake yes. People will respect your clarity. If you say, I'll be there at 10, don't show up at 10:05. Show up at 9:55. Your word is your reputation. Treat it like gold. Inward. This is the most important one. Stop negotiating with yourself. When you make a decision, like waking up at the first alarm, that decision is final. It is not the beginning of a debate. Your emotional mind will try to negotiate. It's cold, you're tired. One day doesn't matter. You must treat that voice with the authority of a king. The decision has already been made. Now obey. The cost of failing this code. If your words are empty, your life will be empty. You will become a person who doubts everything they do. You'll start a project, and that voice will say, what's the point? You know you won't finish it. And it will be right. You will live with a constant anxiety. The anxiety of knowing you are not who you say you are. You are out of alignment. You are a fraud. Real power is not loud. It is quiet. It is the calmness of a man who knows that if he decides something, it gets done. There is no doubt. There is no negotiation. When you align your words and your actions, your internal power becomes immense. You become solid. You become trustworthy, first to yourself, and then to everyone else. Stop lying to yourself. It is the greatest act of self-sabotage that exists. From today on, your word is law. It is an iron contract. If you say it, you do it. Period. You are approaching the halfway point of the code. Do you feel the resistance? Do you feel that voice telling you this is a lot? That's good. It means you are alive, and the change is beginning. Prove to yourself that you are still here, and still committed, if you didn't at the beginning. Like this video now, as a sign that you accept this challenge, and subscribe. Because the repetition of this message is your best weapon against weakness. Go back to the comments, and write, I am breakable. Reinforce your contract. Do it now. Chapter 5. The Code of Completion. The Habit of Finishing. This code is directly linked to the previous one. Saying you will do something is the start. Doing it is the process, but finishing it, that is what separates you from 99% of people. The fifth code is simple to understand and brutal to apply. Finish what you start. Our world is full of starters. People who get excited about the idea of something new. They buy the course. They join the gym. They start the business. They plan the book. The energy of starting is high. It's exciting. It's pure satisfaction. But inevitably, the dip arrives. The dip is the boring part. The hard part. The part where the initial motivation disappears and only discipline remains. It's mile 20 of the marathon. It's chapter 10 of the book. It's the tedious, repetitive work of the day-to-day. And this is where almost everyone quits. They leave the project for later. They leave the course half done. The gym equipment gathers dust. And their brain learns a damaging lesson. Starting is fun, but finishing is optional. Every time you leave something unfinished, you are training your mind to be a quitter. You are building the identity of someone who tries things, but never achieves anything. A titanium mind does not understand half done. A titanium mind is a completion machine. It knows that the real reward, the real growth, and the real self-respect are not found in the thrill of starting, but in the glory of finishing. The finisher's training. 1. The power of until. Adopt this mindset. You are not going to work on your project. You are going to work on your project until it is finished. You are not going to try to go to the gym. You are going to go to the gym until you complete your routine. You are not going to attempt to write 1,000 words. You are going to sit down and write until the 1,000 words are on the page. Eliminate try from your vocabulary. Trying is an excuse to fail. Replace it with do and finish. 2. Focus on the task, not the feeling. There will be days when you don't feel like it. There will be days when you feel tired, bored, frustrated, or uninspired. These are the most important days. Motivation is a fleeting emotion. It's for amateurs. Professionals are governed by discipline. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, long after the feeling you said it with has left. When you don't feel like it, that is when you must do it. Every time you act without motivation, you are forging your titanium will. You are telling your body and mind, my feelings are not in charge. My discipline is. 3. The don't break the chain rule. Choose your key task, the one from your code of dawn, and do it every single day. Get a calendar, and every day you complete it, mark an X. Your only job now is simple. Don't break the chain. It doesn't matter if you do it well or poorly. It doesn't matter if it was an amazing gym session or a terrible one. You made the X. You showed up. Consistency is more important than intensity. The chain becomes a visual reminder of your commitment. After 10, 20, 30 days, the discomfort of breaking that chain will be greater than the discomfort of doing the task. You have built momentum. 4. Finish the small things. Discipline is built in the mundane. If you wash the dishes, dry them, and put them away. Finish the cycle. If you open an email, answer it, archive it, or delete it. Don't leave it in the inbox for later. If you take off your clothes, put them in the laundry or hang them up. Don't throw them on the floor. Every incomplete task, no matter how small, is an open loop in your mind. It's a small weight. It drains your mental energy. By becoming someone who finishes the small things, you create the automatic habit of finishing the big things. You become a finisher by nature. The cost of failing this code. If you do not finish what you start, you live in a land of half-built dreams. Your life fills up with almost. You almost finished your degree. You almost started the business. You almost got in shape. Almost is the language of failure. And the worst part is not the external failure. It's the internal one. It's the erosion of your self-esteem. You know, deep in your heart, that you cannot be counted on, that when things get hard, you look for the exit. The person who starts and quits lives a life of frustration. They are always looking for the next new thing to save them, without realizing the problem isn't the thing. The problem is them. The person who finishes builds power. Every finished project, every completed task, every finalized workout is a victory. It accumulates. It builds unbreakable confidence. It builds an identity. When you are a finisher, you do not fear large projects. You do not fear challenges. You know that no matter how hard or boring the dip is, you will keep walking. You have the evidence that you know how to get to the other side. Stop being a tourist in your own life. Stop trying things. Choose your mission. Start. And do not stop. Do not stop until it is done. That is the code. Chapter 6. The Code of Perspective. The Pivot in Adversity. The plan is perfect. Your discipline is strong. And then, life happens. You get fired. Your relationship ends. You get injured. The project fails. Chaos hits. The discomfort is real. You fall. This is where most people break. This is where the training of comfort fails. But this is not the end. It is the test. The sixth code is what defines true warriors. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can absolutely control what it means to you. Weak people are a result of their circumstances. When something bad happens, their first question is, why me? They complain. They blame. They freeze. They let the external event dictate their internal state. The event defines them. The titanium mind is different. When chaos hits, the unbreakable mind calms down. It centers itself. And it asks a different question. What can I do about this? Not why me, but now what? This shift in perspective is the difference between being a casualty and being a warrior. The casualty sees the obstacle as a wall. The warrior sees the obstacle as the way. Perspective training. 1. The strategic pause, don't react. When you get the bad news, your body goes into reaction. Emotion, fear, anger. The impulse is to react immediately, to yell, to quit, to cry. Don't. Your first action is to do nothing. Breathe. Pause. Create a space between the stimulus, the bad news, and your response. In that 1-second space, your power resides. Instead of reacting emotionally, you choose to respond strategically. Reaction is impulsive. Response is masterful. 2. Separate fact from fiction. The story. Your mind is a storytelling machine. And when something bad happens, it's an expert at telling stories of fear. I got fired is a fact. My life is ruined. I'll never find another job. I'm a failure. That is a story. It's fiction. It's your fear talking. Your job is to hold on to the facts and question the story. Fact. The project failed. Story. I'm not cut out for this. Question the story. Is that absolutely true? Or is it true that I failed this time and learned exactly what not to do? A titanium mind does not allow itself to be poisoned by its own fear stories. It sticks to reality. 3. Find the opportunity. The hidden gift. This is not toxic positivity. It's not pretending something bad is good. It's strategy. In every crisis, in every failure, there is a lesson. There is a seed of opportunity. Your job is to find it. Got fired? It stings. But maybe it's the opportunity to start that business you always wanted. Or to find a job you don't hate. Relationship ended? It's painful. But maybe it's the opportunity to become the person you need to be before you meet the right person. Failure is not final. It is feedback. It is the universe telling you not this way. Try another way. Be stronger. Learn. The titanium mind asks, what is this teaching me? And how can I use this to become stronger? 4. Focus on your circle of control. The action. In any situation, there are things you cannot control: the past, other people's actions, the economy. And there are things you can control: your thoughts, your words, your actions today. Weak people focus 100% of their energy on what they cannot control. That is why they feel anxious and helpless. The titanium mind focuses 100% of its energy on what it can control. You can't control that you were fired, but you can control whether you update your resume today. You can't control the past, but you can control if you go to the gym right now to burn off the frustration. You don't drown by falling in the water. You drown by staying there. Get up. Find the next action you can take, no matter how small, and do it. Action is the antidote to despair. The cost of failing this code. If you fail this code, you live at the mercy of fate. Any problem, any inconvenience, any person can break you. You are a puppet. You live in fear, waiting for the next blow. Your mood depends on external factors. If the day is good, you are good. If the day is bad, you are broken. You have no axis, no center. Real power is not the ability to stop the rain. It's the ability to dance in the storm. Adversity is inevitable. It is coming. Big problems and small problems are looking for you. You cannot avoid them. You can only prepare. And you prepare by forging a mind that does not break when it is hit. A mind that sees chaos, and instead of fear, feels curiosity. A mind that says to itself, ah, this is it. This is the test I've been training for. Let's see what I'm made of. Adversity is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens for you. It is the gym for the soul. Do not ask for life to be easier. Ask for yourself to be stronger. Chapter 7. The Code of Calm Mastery Under Pressure. Adversity is an event. Pressure is the feeling. Pressure is the moment before the big presentation. It's the argument with your partner. It's the clock ticking down in an exam. It's the feeling that everything depends on you. The 7th code is the seal of the master. Under pressure, the one who maintains calm wins. Most people fall apart under pressure. Their thinking speeds up and clouds over. Their heart pounds. Their hands shake. They make impulsive decisions. They say things they regret. They act on impulse, not logic. Impulse is the enemy. The titanium mind understands that pressure is just energy. It is a focus of attention, and it knows how to channel that energy, instead of being poisoned by it. Calm is not passivity. It is not a lack of emotion. Calm is focus in its highest form. It is the ability to see the battlefield in slow motion while everyone else is running on impulse. It is clarity in the midst of noise. Calmness training. 1. The breath as an anchor, physiological control. When you feel pressure, your sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, activates. Your breathing becomes short and shallow. Your first weapon is to control your breath. You cannot be in fight or flight if your breathing is slow and deep. Practice box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold the empty state for 4 seconds. Repeat. This forces your parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, to activate. It sends a signal to your brain. We are not in danger. We are in control. Control your breath, and you will control your mind. 2. Slow down, the pressure paradox. The impulse under pressure is to go faster. Talk faster, move faster. Do the opposite. Deliberately slow everything down. Speak 20% slower. Move your hands more slowly. Walk with intention, not in a rush. This has 2 effects. First, it forces you to think before you speak or act. It prevents impulsive errors. Second, it projects immense calm and authority. The person who is not in a hurry in an emergency is the one in charge. Calmness is contagious. 3. Practice pressure. Battle simulation. Don't wait for the real crisis to practice. Create artificial pressure. In the gym, reduce your rest time between sets. Feel the pressure of the clock. At work, give yourself a shorter but realistic deadline to finish a task. Work with that timer. In life, take cold showers. Chapter 3. It is the perfect practice for managing physiological panic in a safe environment. The more you voluntarily expose yourself to controlled pressure situations, the more mental calluses you will build. The real pressure will start to feel familiar. Your brain will say, "Ah, this feeling. I know this. I know what to do." 4. Depersonalize the situation. It's not about you. Pressure often comes from the ego. Fear of looking bad. Fear of failing. Fear of what they will say. Take your ego out of the equation. It's not about you. It's about the mission. What is the objective? What needs to be done? Focus on the process, not the outcome. Don't think about winning or losing. Think about executing the next step correctly. When you focus on the task and not on your ego, the fear disappears. Only the action remains. The cost of failing this code. If you fold under pressure, you become a liability. No one will trust you with important things. Not your boss, not your family, not your friends. And worse, you won't trust yourself. You will know that when things get serious, you are not the person to call. You will live a small life to avoid pressure. And in doing so, you will avoid all great opportunities. Because great opportunities and great pressure always go hand in hand. Calm is a superpower. It is the ability to be the rock in the middle of the raging ocean. People are drawn to calm. Calm is leadership. Calm is power. While others are losing their heads, you are finding the solution. While others are reacting in fear, you are acting with precision. Forge your calm. Practice it daily. Become the person everyone looks to when the world is on fire. Chapter 8. The Code of the Pattern. Breaking Old Habits. Your discipline is strong. Your focus is clear. Your calm is solid. But then, you have a bad day. You're tired, you're stressed, and suddenly, the old version of you comes knocking. The impulse to eat junk food. The urge to waste hours on social media. The desire to procrastinate. The old anger. The old fear. The old habit you swore you had left behind. The 8th code is that of eternal vigilance. Your old habits do not disappear. They go dormant. Your job is to make sure they never wake up. Building a titanium mind is not just about adding good habits. It is, more importantly, about starving the bad ones. A habit is a neural pathway you have walked thousands of times. It's automatic. It's efficient. Your brain loves it because it requires no effort. When you are weak, stressed, or tired, your brain will instinctively seek that easy path. Weak people think they have failed the moment they feel the urge. They give in. Well, I already ruined the day, so I'll just keep eating junk. The titanium mind is different. It knows the battle is not feeling the urge. The battle is not acting on it. The Pattern Breakers Training. 1. Recognize the enemy, the trigger. Bad habits don't appear from nowhere. They are a reaction to a trigger. What is your trigger? Is it stress? Trigger. I need to eat chocolate. Habit. Is it boredom? Trigger. I'm going to open Instagram. Habit. Is it loneliness? Trigger. I'm going to look for adult entertainment. Habit. Is it tiredness? Trigger. I'll skip the gym. Habit. Study your patterns like a scientist, without judgment. Just observe. Interesting. Every time I feel anxious, I reach for my phone. The simple act of seeing the pattern is 50% of the victory. You have gone from being an unconscious actor to a conscious observer. 2. Create a new path, the substitution. You cannot simply stop a bad habit. The void must be filled. You must give your brain a new, better path. The key is to keep the same trigger, but change the habit. Trigger, stress. Old habit, eat chocolate. New habit, do 10 push-ups, or practice box breathing. Chapter 7. For 1 minute. Trigger, boredom. Old habit, open Instagram. New habit, open a reading app and read 1 page, or drink a glass of water. The new habit must be immediate and, if possible, simple. You are not fighting the old habit. You are making the new habit more attractive and easier. Every time you choose the new path, you are paving it. You are making it stronger. And the old path, from disuse, begins to get overgrown with weeds. 3. The 2-minute rule, beating procrastination. Procrastination is the habit of avoiding discomfort. Chapter 3. The antidote is to make starting so easy, it's impossible to say no. Any task you have been avoiding, shrink it down to a 2-minute action. Read a book, read 1 sentence. Write a report, open the document, and write the title. Go to the gym. Put on your gym clothes. Almost always, the hardest part is starting. Once you start, momentum carries you. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. 4. Quick forgiveness. The not zero rule. You are going to fail. There will be a day when you eat the chocolate. There will be a day you skip the gym. Weak people see this as the end. I broke the chain. It's all lost. I'll start over on Monday. The titanium mind sees this as a data point. The goal is not perfection. The goal is never having 2 bad days in a row. Ate badly today? Fine. It's data. Tomorrow, you are back on the plan. End of story. Skip the gym today? It happens. Tomorrow, it is non-negotiable. 1 mistake is a mistake. 2 mistakes in a row is the beginning of a new bad habit. Be relentless about not failing twice. The cost of failing this code. If you let your old habits control you, you live in a prison of your own making. It doesn't matter how many good habits you try to build. If you don't starve the bad ones, it's like trying to build a skyscraper on a weak foundation. The old habit is an anchor. It will keep you tethered to the person you claim you no longer want to be. It will sabotage you the moment you get closest to success. It will whisper that you don't deserve it, that you should go back to what's comfortable, what's familiar. Your future is not defined by your greatest success. It is defined by the bad habit you refuse to tolerate. A titanium mind is a clean mind. It is a mind that has identified its inner demons and systematically cut off their supply. Observe the trigger. Pause. Choose the new path. Repeat, 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 until the new path is the only one you remember. You are on the home stretch. The codes get harder because they are about identity. If you have made it this far, you are not a tourist. You are a builder. Prove it. If you are truly serious about forging this titanium mind, consider becoming a channel member now. Channel members will get access to exclusive content and see our videos before anyone else. And if this chapter, the one on breaking patterns, spoke directly to you, send a super thanks. Not as a payment, but as a sacrifice. You are sacrificing something of value to prove to your own brain that this lesson is important. It is an act of putting skin in the game. It is a declaration that you are investing in your new identity. Do it. Commit. Chapter 9. The Code of Integrity. The Solitary Warrior. There are 2 codes left, and this one defines you when no one is watching. You've built habits, but who are you when the lights are off? Who are you when no one is going to like it? Who are you when you could get away with it? The 9th code is the core of character. Do the right thing, especially when no one is looking. We live in a culture of appearances. People do good things for the photo. They go to the gym to post it. They read the book to post the quote. Their morality is audience dependent. That is not character. That is acting. Real character, true integrity, is forged in anonymity. It is forged in the small decisions you make when you are your only witness. Do you return the shopping cart to its place, even if you're far away and no one sees you? Do you pick up the trash you dropped? Or do you look around and keep walking? Do you do the job with excellence? Or do you do just enough to not get fired? Do you lie about something small to save yourself an inconvenience? These small, seemingly irrelevant decisions are everything. They are the foundation of your self-respect. You cannot build a titanium mind if, deep down, you know you are a fraud. If you know you cut corners when you can. Integrity training. 1. Choose hard over easy. In almost every situation, there is an easy path and a right path. The easy path is to lie. The right path is to tell the truth. The easy path is to leave it for later. The right path is to do it now. The easy path is to point a finger. The right path is to take responsibility. Systematically choose the right path, regardless of the short-term cost. Every time you do, you reinforce your identity as a person of character. 2. Take absolute responsibility. Stop pointing at the traffic, at the government, at your boss, at your parents. Your life, your feelings, your results are your responsibility. Someone treated you badly, it's your responsibility how you respond. The economy is bad, it's your responsibility to find a way to thrive. Pointing fingers takes your power away. Responsibility gives it back. A titanium mind knows it controls only one thing itself, and that is enough. 3. Be radically honest. Stop lying. Especially white lies, or lies of omission. A lie, no matter how small, complicates your life. It forces you to remember stories. It creates a false reality you have to maintain. It drains your mental energy. The truth is simple. It's clean. It may hurt at first, but it is always the most direct path. A titanium mind lives in the truth. It has nothing to hide. Its life is a house with glass walls. This transparency gives you immense power and calm. There is no fear of being found out, because there is nothing to find. 4. Do the work no one will applaud. Put in that extra 10% of effort on the report. No one will read in detail. Clean the kitchen. Even if you weren't the last one to use it. Study for an extra hour. Even if you already think you'll pass. Do it for you. Do it because your personal standard is excellence, not applause. The person who only works hard when the boss is watching is a servant. The person who works hard because that is their standard is a king. The cost of failing this code. If you fail here, everything else is a facade. You can have morning discipline and laser focus, but if you are dishonest, if you cut corners, if your character is weak, you will fold. You will fold because you do not respect yourself. And when the real pressure hits Chapter 7, when real adversity strikes you, Chapter 6, you will look for the easy way out. You will look for someone to blame. You will lie to save yourself, and you will fail. Your external reputation is what people think of you. Your internal character is what you know about you. And at the end of the day, You only go to bed with yourself. You must be able to look in the mirror and respect the person looking back. That respect is not earned with achievements. It is earned with character. The titanium mind is built in private. It's built in thousands of small, correct decisions that no one saw, no one applauded, but that forged an unbreakable steel core. Your integrity is non-negotiable. It is everything. Chapter 10. The Code of Repetition. The Mastery of Basics. This is the final code. The one that binds all the others. People search for the secret, the hack, the magic bullet, the new technique that will change everything. They look for the complex. They look for the new. And that is why they fail. The 10th and final code is the most boring and the most powerful of all. Mastery is not found in complexity. It is found in the relentless repetition of the basics. A titanium mind is not the result of one heroic act. It is the result of practicing the Code of Dawn, Chapter 1, 500 days in a row. It is the result of protecting your focus. Chapter 2, thousands of times. It is the result of choosing the cold shower. Chapter 3. When your body screamed no. It is the result of keeping your word. Chapter 4. In small things. Over and over. It is not what you do one day. It is what you do every day. Repetition training. 1. Fall in love with boredom. Greatness is boring. It is the pianist practicing the same scales for hours. It is the athlete doing the same fundamental drills every morning. It is the writer sitting down at the same time every day. Most people quit, not because it's too hard, but because it's too boring. The titanium mind understands that repetition is the price of skill. It learns to find the beauty in the process. It learns to love the simple act of showing up and doing the work. 2. Don't seek perfection. Seek consistency. Perfection is the enemy of consistency. There will be days when your Code of Dawn practice is weak, days when your focus is poor, days when your workout is mediocre. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you did it. You marked the X. Chapter 5. A bad workout is infinitely better than no workout. A poorly written page is infinitely better than no page written. Consistency will always beat intermittent intensity. 3. The compound effect of the basics. 1% better every day. It sounds like a cliché, but it is the law of the universe. If you get 1% better at something every day, at the end of the year, you are 37 times better. But if you get 1% worse every day, you end up at 0. The distance between success and failure is razor thin. It is that small daily decision. Wake up or hit snooze. Eat the fruit or the cookie. Watch Netflix or read 10 pages. None of those decisions matter on their own. But added up over a year, they are everything. They are the difference between a life of mastery and a life of regret. The titanium mind is obsessed with that small daily win, knowing it is compounding. 4. You never arrive. There is no final destination. There is no day when you have made it and can stop training. Discipline is not something you have. It's something you do. The day you stop practicing the basics is the day you start to regress. The day you believe you are the master is the day you stop being one. The titanium mind stays humble. It stays a student. It wakes up every morning, like a beginner, ready to practice the fundamentals. Again. The cost of failing this code. If you fail this code, you are a seeker. You will spend your life jumping from one new thing to the next. You'll get excited about a new diet. Do it for 2 weeks, get bored, and look for the next one. You'll get excited about a new business idea. Work on it for a month. And when the dip arrives, you'll drop it for the next shiny idea. Your life will be a constant draft, but never a finished work. You will never build mastery. You will never build depth. And you will be left watching with envy as the people who chose one thing, stuck to the basics, and repeated it to greatness, pass you by. The titanium mind does not look for magic. The titanium mind is the magic. And that magic is built with the simplest material in the world: daily repetition. The code is not complex. It is simple, but simple does not mean easy. Conclusion. The code is you. You have heard the 10 codes. 1. The code of dawn. Win the first hour. 2. The code of focus. Protect your attention. 3. The code of discomfort. Seek the hard path. 4. The code of the word. Keep your contract. 5. The code of completion. Finish what you start. 6. The code of perspective. The obstacle is the way. 7. The code of climb. Be the rock in the storm. 8. The code of the pattern. Starve your weaknesses. 9. The code of integrity. Win the private battle. 10. The code of repetition. Master the basics. There it is. The complete manual for forging a titanium mind. But hearing this changes nothing. Knowing the code does not make you unbreakable. The power is not in the knowledge. The power is in the application. This audiobook is a mirror. And the person looking back at you now is different from the one who started. Now you have the map. You have the tools. You no longer have the excuse of not knowing how. Now, the only question that matters is, will you do it? Will you apply the code of dawn tomorrow morning when the alarm rings and your warm body begs you to stay? Will you apply the code of focus today when the impulse to check your phone hits you? Will you apply the code of discomfort when you have the choice to take the easy path? Most people won't. Most will listen to this, feel motivated for a day, and then go back to their old patterns. They will go back to being leaves in the wind, but not you. You didn't come this far to stay the same. You came here because you are sick of weakness. You came here because you are ready to take command. The code is no longer something external. The code is you. It is the decision you make in this precise second. It is the action you take after this audio ends. The training is over. The real battle, your life, begins now. Show yourself what you are made of. I am unbreakable.